I'm Kim. I own Keller's Creations, and I'm happy to welcome you to another class here on our YouTube channel. This class is our Simply Happy Simple Six-Pack class. Try saying that 3 times fast. But you'll love it. You'll be simply happy, probably beyond happy, with the pages you create. 6 double-page spreads using our Simply Happy scrap bundle. You won't believe how easy it is, and I promise they'll be some of your favorite layouts you've ever made. We're so glad you're here for class. I'm so glad y'all are here with me for the Simply Happy Simple Six-Pack class. We use the Simply Happy scrap bundle with the perfect pieces, the 4x4 fun sheets, the 6x6 fun sheets, the 2-inch word circles, and a couple sets of rings. But you want to know what's going to make you most happy about this? Is how easy all of the work is. We're going to cut up 3 of the 6x6s. We're going to leave all the 4x4s whole, and we're going to cut 1 piece of blue cardstock. And that's going to help us build the 12 pages just like that. So let's cut these couple together. The flower and the lime are super easy. We cut a 2-inch piece off. That gives us a 2x6 and a 4x6, and then we're going to turn those 4x6s and cut them in half to 3x4. And because these prints kind of go all over, it doesn't matter which way we turn it. So 2 inches and then turn it to 3x4. So that's one. And the green, we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm telling you, this is the easiest kit ever. And then on the light blue, we need 2 pieces 2x6 and 2 pieces 1x6. So I'm going to cut backwards. And let's see, I do have a pin. So for you, I would measure it 5, 4, and then 2. Because measuring at 5 will give you a 1-inch piece. Measuring at 4 is going to give you the other one. And then measuring at 2 gives you the 2-inch piece. So that's how that 6x6 gets cut. Okay, so all of our 6x6s are done. So it's these 3, and that just leaves us this diagonal. Well, unless you have a monster-sized guillotine trimmer, you can't turn this diagonal under a sliding blade trimmer or a guillotine. But y'all, I don't want you to be scared. I want you to take your scissors, and you're just gonna cut from one corner to the next. Long blade scissors make it a little bit easier because you can do just a couple of big cuts, but corner to corner. And the way the pages are laid out, it won't matter if that is perfectly straight or not. So check that out. A couple of minutes at the most, and now you've got all the work done because our scrap bundle is the easiest thing ever to work with, and we only cut a couple of 6x6s and 1 12x12. We'll be back in a minute to talk about the pages. Welcome back to Simply Happy Simple Six-Pack, y'all. I wanted to go over the pages for a minute and then show you a couple of easy tricks. First up, we have left all these 4x4s from the fun sheet pack the actual size they were. And they can make life so easy. That gives you room for lots of 4x4 photos. If you have more than I've shown here, look at all the extra mats you have. So you could totally just about double the number of places you can put a picture on here if you need to do more. We have some smaller ones on this side showing 3x4s. If you would like this to be 1 4x6, you can move the title to the outside corner and a 4x6 will fit right here. But I want to make sure you understand, I don't always go in and crop all of my pictures to the size these layouts show. I will take 4x6s and I will lay them down. And then I will use these pieces to cover up. So I didn't have to crop it to 4x4, but it'll totally work. And if I wanted more of that sunset, I could slide that down, trim the bottom off, but this piece would be covering up anything that's under there. So my photos go down under there first, and then I put these pieces on. So I hope that little tip helps. Now I want to give you another one. This was a 1x12 border, and I just cut one in white to show you how I did this. And I wanted it to be into 2 pieces, and I had already cut the border strips apart. So doing a freehand wave like this, y'all, it's no more scary than the diagonal you did on that blue earlier. Just start in the middle of one end and roughly keep it in the center. Again, long bladed scissors. You can get these at the dollar store. Okay, we all have our expensive like cutter bees and stuff. Man, having a hard time holding this up to where you can see it. Are harder to do this with. Get you a good cheap pair of long bladed scissors. And then I check the ends. Those are pretty close, but I check all the ends to see which ones line up the closest. And if they're not perfect, then I lay them on each other and trim that excess off. So then they will match up perfectly in the middle. I hope that makes sense. Easy, easy page. So we're showing it with 10 pictures. It could have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Pretty awesome, huh? Got a lot of photos. You can get them all on one layout. All right, here's the page that we cut the diagonal blue and pulled them off. You could make a great big pocket with it if you had other things to tuck, but for this one, I just snuck the edge of a 4x6 under there. Here, I would probably make that an actual round photo, glue the ring on top of the picture, trim the outside edge off, and then let this serve just as interest. If you absolutely don't have one that will work to crop that way, a 4x6 horizontal would look good with this under it and this over the top highlighting it. It'll give some depth and dimension there. All right, the other little thing I want to show on this one is these 3 pieces came from the 2x6 from this dot. So I do it in a couple of steps. I pinch the ends together because I'm going to end up wanting notches out of all of these. Okay, and then, that was a little crooked, y'all, even for me. Let's see if we can go back. Maybe it's good I mess up so I can show y'all how easy it is to go back and even them up a little bit better. Still not perfect, but you get the idea. Then I snip one off, and now I have this piece. So I go and take another notch out here, and then I snip one off here, and then I have for here, okay? So this is all that ends up in the trash. But that's how you can stretch. You don't need a big old long piece. 6 inches can give you 3 embellishments like that. I hope that makes sense. All right, this one, I love this charcoal color of the rings that we do in this kit for you. The center of them mats that circle perfectly. And then we've created one big element here that you can do your 4x6 photos, adding 4 of them and letting this serve as what ties them together and ties the pages together. Under here, this could highlight a photo, vertical or horizontal, or a square one inside of that might look really neat. I wanted to show you one other thing. In your kit, this little piece says, "Have a great day." And I kind of liked the idea of taking the word "have" away, so I just tucked it up under here and hid it. You totally could let it show, but I just kind of wanted it to say, "A great day." Easy, easy to manipulate some of your pieces that way. All right, y'all, so on this layout, we cut a notch out of the title, and we let our fun sheets kind of be the base to add 4x6s and one more 4x4, and this could even be a 4x6 as well, okay? So it saves time, you're not cropping a bunch of photos, but this will make an even bigger element than on that last page, and then we use the 2 blue borders to be the base of them all. A couple of the little embellishing pieces, a couple of rings to highlight over some photos. Doesn't get any easier, y'all. All right, so on this page, we have connected the photos again using 3 vertical 4x6s this time and anchoring them with one of the fun sheets. Here, I would probably do a round picture, but look how fun it's gonna be. It looks like it's double matted when you use 2 rings this way. So take the gray ring, glue it on your photo and trim the outside edge, and then when you put that down, put the second white ring around it. Over here, we added the 4x4 where you can do a little round picture, and then the big ring up here can be an extra photo. A 4x6 under it would even look good, but if you don't have one more picture, you can journal in here. And then look how cute the little ring is, highlighting the title, cut a little notch out, and a couple embellishments. So easy. All right, and that brings us to our last page in this kit. So this one has a notch cut out of the title. We have 2 fun sheets, and this is a single border left over, and this was the single piece left from the blue. It was one of the 1x6s left. On these, I would leave it 12 inches, pinch the ends together so these notches get cut at the same time, and then cut it in half at 6. On this one, I would pinch it together so the notches get cut at the same time, and then cut it in half at 3. Any kind of photo is going to look good here, horizontal, vertical, or a round one. If you don't have an extra one for here, you can move these embellishing pieces up in there or use that as a journaling block again. But all of these 4x6 photos are going to make it so easy. And again, one great big element takes up just about all your white space. And I just want to show you how striking these can be, these kind of pages. I'm going to go back and build a couple of mine from this kit with pictures from my Aunt Annie's 100th birthday party. She turned 100 in February of 2020. So you can see how easily 4x6s will fit in. And then the focus of the page is your photos, not just white space. We just show those so you can see where your pictures would go. I hope y'all enjoyed another class here with us on our YouTube channel. Be sure to check out these kits on our website at acidfree.com. You can buy any of these kits anytime this year. And we hope to see you here for another class soon.